1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey my beauties, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, I am finally doing my kitchen tour. This is going to be more of an empty kitchen tour, if that makes sense, because I still need to decorate it. I still need to get some bar stools and little things like that. So it's not complete, but at least you guys will now get the idea of what my kitchen is now like. It's obviously 100% completely changed. The reason it took forever was because we completely destroyed the last kitchen. All of it, from the floor all the way up to the ceiling, everything is completely brand new. Nothing stayed from the last kitchen. The only thing that we kept, and it's because we're gonna be changing all of the things in the house about it, is the window. That's pretty much it. Everything else is brand new. Oh, and the fridge, but we are gonna be changing it because I feel like it's a little too bulky. So we're getting one that's not as bulky as this one. That is the only thing that stayed the same about the kitchen. Everything else, like I said, from the floor to the ceiling, everything is new. We took down our wall. We did expand the kitchen, everything. So that is why maybe it might look a little bit bigger, because what used to be the entrance to my studio where I used to live is now completely closed off. We removed the wall. We found a lot of surprises through that wall because there was a lot of pipelines and everything. So we needed to literally take extra time to move those pipelines and everything. So yeah, that is why it took forever, but we finally got it down. And then honestly, this video would have gone up like maybe I want to say like 2 weeks ago, right babe? But unfortunately our oven door shattered when we were putting it in. So it took forever for us to replace that part, and I didn't want to do a tour with the broken or like no oven door, if that makes sense. So we just waited it off, and now finally we can do the tour. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and yeah, if you guys want to see more home videos, give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that rainbow notification. That way every time I upload, you guys can be notified. But without further ado, if you guys are interested in knowing what my kitchen is like, then just keep on watching. So here is the layout of the kitchen, you guys. Back then, what the layout of the kitchen is, if you guys follow me on my vlog channel, then you guys know what my kitchen used to look like. But I'm still gonna nonetheless put before and afters here. This used to be closed off right here, and I would make the kitchen look smaller. Not to mention we had that wall that like I mentioned that we took down, but it literally made the kitchen look so tiny, and I always felt like it was too cluttered. I don't know, I hated that kitchen the way that it was, the layout. So like I said, the entry that we just had behind that wall was to a studio, and like that was only made just so I can come in and out of the studio, so I can come into the main house. But we finally gave it the layout that it's supposed to have, which is this whole entire space. And we closed off that little entry in the corner, and we closed off an actual window too, because there used to be a window there. So we closed it off, we took down the wall, everything, and now it is this huge layout, which I'm so freaking excited about, because every time I wake up now, I just can't even believe that this is my kitchen. So then other than that, of taking down this like section where it used to be right here, we added an island, which is something that I've always dreamed of. When I always told myself, like, when I make my own kitchen, I want to make sure I have an island. I've always loved and dreamed about an island in my kitchen, so finally now I have it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it or not, because my dad was telling me about the sizes and everything, like it might not look good or whatever, and I was just like, hopefully and it could look good, but it does. It goes perfect with the kitchen, so I'm just so happy about it. If you guys are gonna ask me the style about the kitchen, I have absolutely no idea. I don't know anything about home decor or anything about remodeling, so I'm gonna try to give you guys my best tour that I can, but honestly I don't know a lot of it. All I know is that it has a very touch of like a modern kitchen, so you guys will see that in the kitchen. But other than that, I feel like it's kind of like between like a farmhouse and contemporary. I don't know, honestly I shouldn't even be talking about anything about home decor, because probably people that do know about home decor are probably cringing at what I'm saying. But yeah, so this is the kitchen, you guys. Now we're gonna get into it so I can show you guys all around. So starting out on this side of the island, we have a few drawers here, and also just in general cabinets, so that way we can store stuff. So here is what I love, because it also gives more room to the kitchen to store more things, more dishes, or whatever the hell we want to store in here. But I love that on this side we have the option to store stuff on the island, and on the other side we get to sit on it. On this side again we have more drawers and cabinets, and then here in this little corner we have the coffee machine, because you guys know we are coffee lovers. And then we have this little like jug right here, so we can like be refilling up the water. But this is our coffee section right here. We actually have all kinds of teas, cookies, and then at the bottom right here we have all of our coffees, different types of coffees and everything. But this is our little coffee section, and then right above it, it's funny because we have all of our mugs in here. So all of the mugs are in here and everything, and this is just like our perfect little corner for our coffee, our cafecito time. So I love this. So as far as the actual countertops, all I know is that they're called quartz, if I'm not wrong. They have different type of styles, like they have like designs for them, ones that look like kind of like marble, granite tops, like type of like that similar look, but it's quartz. And all I know is that my dad was just telling me like, you absolutely need to get quartz. I don't know, I think he said something about like, so you can put hot stuff right and it won't get damaged as much. I don't know, something like that. He said something about it's easier to maintain them and whatever. So the actual black one and this one, they're the same. I just ended up going with a simple solid color, just for simplicity. So that's what we did. And then these handles, we got them at Home Depot. So I was just basically looking for matte black doorknobs. I don't know what these are called. Is that what they're called? I was just looking for some of these, and I found these from Home Depot. And the reason I went with this style is because they're kind of like round on the edge, just in case like we hit ourselves, like it doesn't hurt as much. It's not gonna hurt us or like cut us or something like that, because there were some that are like really sharp. And also just thinking in the future, once my daughter is walking around here, you know, and she like bangs her head or something, it's not gonna like cut her either. So that's why we went with these, and I was just like thinking safety. So this is where I got these from, Home Depot. As far as the backsplash of this, we actually had you guys help us out pick it. But of course at the end of the day, my dad also told me like which one to go with. But I had gone to Home Depot because I really wanted something that was kind of glossy, and my dad was telling me either to go with something that was like this, or like a glass type of backsplash. So I went to Home Depot. Me and my husband picked out like 2 different samples, and this was one of them. And this is actually called beveled, yeah, or something like that. And I love the way that it just looks. Normally at Home Depot they have it be right away stacked on top of each other, but my dad wanted to do a different layout where it's like the line is kind of like separated. So he ended up putting this himself literally in like 2 days, huh? This was like super fast. But I love how it came out to look like, and I just think it looks so beautiful, and it just finishes the kitchen touch of the simplicity of it. So I really love the way that the backsplash looks like, and I'm glad I didn't go with something else, because I feel like I would have hated it just because I'm very like simple like that. So I feel like this looks more like chic and everything. So I'm so happy we went with this. As far as the sink goes, we did change the style of it. We went with this like farmhouse type of sink. And then we ended up going with this matte black type of faucet. I'm not gonna lie, the first time that I ordered this, I ordered it on Build.com. And I didn't know, I just knew that I just wanted a matte black like type of faucet, you know? And I didn't know it was this like freaking like modern, that you literally put your hand on the side and it turns on. That shit freaked me the hell out the first time. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why is it turning on its own? Like, what type of fucking shit is this, you know? I was so scared because obviously I'm just used to like just turning it on like this. But at first I was like freaked out, but now I'm like so excited because I was just, like I said, I keep thinking about like the future me as a mom, that like if I have my daughter and I need to like wash something, like I'll just put my hand to the side, wash it, and then put it off to the side again, and like it turns off on its own without having to like, you know. My husband's over here like cringing, shut up. But anyways, I just thought that was like a really cool feature. If you guys want to check it out, I'll have it linked down below. But yeah, I got it on build.com. And also the sink. This, I didn't expect it to be so complicated to have a type of like sink like this, because literally you can break, like if you just let one of your dishes just fall in here, like it'll break. Which I didn't know, so I need to like get these like rubber mat placements here, because if not, I feel like I'm gonna be breaking all of my dishes, like literally. So that is the only downfall to this type of sink that I didn't think about. And my dad was like telling me like it's not a good idea, it's not, but he didn't tell me like why. Like, you know, my dad's just that type of person, well, he'll just tell you like no, and that's it. Like he won't tell you as to why you shouldn't get it. So once I had it, he was like, this was the reason why I was telling you not to get it. And I was like, thanks, Dad. But anyways, this is the sink now, but I still love it because I love the way it looks. I feel like this is one of the coolest things that my mom was all excited about, was that she can now put all of her little like spices in here. She even added her little princess house things here, but I just think it's so cool how we can just now have a spice drawer, whatever you want to call this, but it's so cool. Now as far as the corners, you guys will notice on both corners this one has actual glass so that we can peek it through inside, because my mom wants to present all of her princess house stuff. If you are Mexican and don't have princess house stuff, I don't know, can you even call yourself Mexican or Latino? Oh my god, I swear that all the family houses of even just friends, they all have princess house. Like, why are they so obsessed with it?
Royal Prestige.
Oh, Royal Prestige, yeah, too. But literally princess house is like the number one thing that every Mexican household has, literally. So anyways, moving on to this side over here, we added these two new appliances, which is one, the fan thing or whatever, and then the stove. The stove is just like literally goes on top of the countertop, because I don't know about you guys, but my whole entire life we've had a stove with the oven right underneath it, and all we use it for was to store pots. Like, is that just also another like Mexican thing, like where moms just are so used to like storing all of their pots inside the oven? So I was like telling my mom like we're completely changing that, because clearly you like to keep your pots right underneath the stove. So this is why we ended up adding two cabinets here, so that way she can store all of her pots that she wants, so she can be cooking and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, the stove looks pretty sick, but I feel like my mom's right. Like, I feel like the stove is just made to like, just for decor purposes. Like, I feel like it's a stupid stove. I don't know. I feel like I went with the wrong option here. But the only thing I like about it is that these guys light up when it's turned on. So do you guys see how it turns on when you turn it on? So the reason I like this is because, again, me over here thinking about like the future, right, with my little girl, is that it just in case she comes over or something, like we know it's on or something like that, you know. So I don't know, I just like that safety feature that it lets us know like, oh, this, you left the stove on, or either two, like she's playing around with the stove or something. Obviously I wouldn't let my little girl be in here by herself, but you know, just thinking, just in case, little
¿A los 3 años
incidents.
ya va a dar cocinando sus huevos o qué?
Yeah, you know, you never know. So, hey. So one of the things that excites me too is that we have these like super long drawers, because we can literally store, I know this one's empty, like it really doesn't have anything, but my mom likes to have a lot of freaking like spatulas. So when she's cooking, like she has like a bunch of them, and instead of having them be displayed out, we thought we would just put them in here. So this one's actually already full. Like, it's just like all bladdered in there, honestly. But we're gonna be organizing everything, going through it all, so that way, you know, it looks more of a clean look instead of having it be so cluttered with all different types of spatulas or whatever. Maybe I might put some on top that look cute, that might go with like for decor purposes, but Other than that, I love that we have this, you know, these 3 deep drawers. That way we can keep all the spatulas in there and everything. So then now moving on to this corner over here, this is what I like to call the little blender corner, because we have our 2 blenders right here, so we can make some smoothies, shakes, whatever we want. And also I keep my, you know, my shake blenders here, so that way, you know, if I want to make myself a protein coffee or something like that, I have it here, or just a protein drink, or if I want to pour my smoothie and have it to go, I have them here. So yeah, I keep all of my stuff right here, and then in here we have all of the, you know, the stuff to like blend our little popotes or whatever. So this is why I like to call this the blender corner. So now moving on to this side, this is the oven door that actually was shattered, but now thankfully it works. The top is a microwave, which I've never had a microwave that's fancy, honestly. I've always had those that you just connect to the like outlet and that's it. But now it's actually like, it comes with the oven, and I don't even know how to use it, honestly. So I'm still trying to learn how to like use it. It's too fancy for me. I'm not even gonna go into details about the fridge, because honestly we are replacing it. We are getting the same brand though, because I love this brand.
Se vende.
KitchenAid? It's called KitchenAid. If somebody wants to buy it, honestly, I'll sell it to you guys. But we are replacing it. And then over here, last but not least, is our pantry. It's not 100% organized, as you guys can see, and we have like a bunch of shit just randomly there. Like, oh, this is the best part about the pantry. But anyways, yeah, so this is where we're gonna be storing our food and everything, proteins, I don't know, whatever the hell we want, honestly. But that is literally the last piece of this kitchen, because next to it we'll just be adding our fruit. So that is pretty much the last part about the tour of the kitchen. I mean, that's pretty much all of it. I still don't even know what to add to the island as far as decor, because I really have never had an island before, so I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to put in the middle. Fruit, I don't know, like something, flowers, right? I don't know, you guys let me know. But I'm gonna be looking at little Pinterest pictures just so I can get ideas. But other than that, this is the kitchen tour, you guys. Hopefully you guys liked it, and if you guys did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, let me know if you guys want to see more about the remodeling process in the house. We are going to be doing the bathroom next, and also the outside. But let me know if you guys want to be continuing to see more videos like this. Once the bathroom is done, we do plan on now starting the baby nursery, so we're gonna definitely be making that super cute for my little girl. So let me know if you guys are interested in watching those type of videos. But yeah, so other than that, my loves, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye. So, is he crying? Oh, look at him.
No.
Hi, Papash. Come on into the tour, the kitchen tour. What's up? Okay, pero cállate, eh? No, cállate. Can you see me? Am I focused? Okay. So, Oreo, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. So we went with this like what are these called again? So as far as the kitchen, I don't know what anything is called. Vente.
¿Cómo chingas?
I don't care. Can I give you guys an idea?
Otra vez.
Ay, güey. Shut up.
Too much, babe. Go, baby girl.
I don't even know what to say over here. What the fuck do I say? Like, oh, ta-da, more cabinets, more doors.
Yeah.
Have what I like to call the what do you call it?
Mira, apachurro el start, el de primero, ese. Y que decía, cook, ¿qué dijiste? What the fuck, güey? ¿Por qué
I was like, what the fuck are you cooking? Why is it cooking in the oven? It wasn't cooking in the oven. It just says cook. I don't know why.